folks, old goat in the woods here. Finally having a chance to get out and do another camp out. Was planning on heading out yesterday afternoon after a local celebration in the community I live in, but I ended up helping my brother get a net over our folks' fish pond. That way the leaves don't collect in it over the fall and winter. So we got that set up, and so it delayed me a little bit longer than anticipated. I figured I'd better just wait till today, especially since I'm taking tomorrow, Monday, as a holiday. So, heading up to Burden Falls. I was really taken with that spot the last time I visited it, and I'll probably be able to collect a hiking staff or two for future Eagle Scout, since I saw at least 4 potentials that very short visit there. That don't happen. That just doesn't happen. I've been doing it for a lot of years, and that just don't happen. So I'm pumped about that. But you've probably heard me say this once before, and it won't be the last time, but today is a gorgeous day. It's in the 40s right now. Where I'm heading to, gonna be maybe low 50s as a high today. And then tonight, it's gonna be chilly. It's gonna low 30s, probably 31, so it'll freeze Fahrenheit wise. But I got my big ass winter sleeping bag that I've yet to upgrade. So when you see my backpack and that huge thing on top, don't be like, wow, what the hell is that? Yeah, it's my sleeping bag. Haven't had the funds to upgrade and get one of them very, very lightweight down sleeping bags. So in time, I'll just carry that thing with me for a while. But anyhow, gonna head on up, and probably the next time I clip this thing on will be when I'm getting ready to unload. So I'll save y'all the trip there, and see what new sights we can see. Okay, we're here. Looks like somebody else is pulling up, but yeah, I'm the only one in the parking lot right now. Well, I'll take that back. Now we got another vehicle here for sure. But I'm gonna get out, take a feel of the temperature and all that, and we'll get packed up and rolling here. So, yay rah. I did see a hunter here en route, I should say, off the side of the road. He was taking a break, and since it is bow hunting season right now, I will be wearing a orange vest on the back of my backpack, so just for safety. But anyhow, get out here and probably put a jacket on, since these folks that pulled up, they all are wearing jackets, and go from there. All right, here we go. Okay, know how a little bit ago I said I was the only person here other than one other vehicle pulling up? Well, about a minute after I said that, all these other vehicles showed up. Another one over there, and then one more parked on the other side of those trees there alongside the road. All these folks going for a hike. So, anyways, I'll get my stuff on and head up on the ridge line and follow that on in. Well, as you can tell, there's not a whole lot of water running, even though we had some rain just a couple of days ago. Like 0 water running. Anyhow, I did bring extra Nalgene of water with me. So, don't foresee filtering any water on this trip. Anyhow, I think everybody that came here, it's on the parking lot, they took the trail to the left. That'll be the folks you hear in the background if you hear them at all. There they are. We'll leave them be. Well, whatever trail there was, it has now ended, and so I'm busting through brush. So, that's cool. So I'm going to head more so over to where the bluffage is and see what I can find for a campsite along there. Sounds like a good idea, right? Does to me, anyways. Can't hear any more voices yelling. Dogs barking too. Man, the dogs are barking so that I thought somebody was getting attacked. Not good. Yeah, good thing well, there was one couple that didn't have their dogs on leashes. Another couple did. They must have crossed paths. Oh well, not my problem. Lovely, just lovely. Yeah. What do I spy with my two beady little eyes? Lone stone out here. Ooh, stuff in that hole. Alright. Trees open up to my left there. That'll be where the canyon proper is at. Trade hands here. There we go. Seen some nice spots where I could sit back against, or have my fire against a rock face and set up outward from that. Nice. The stick cut me. It could be a critter's home. Hope it's not a skunk. Well, that's one nice thing about this area is all the moss. It really pops out when the light hits it just right. Alright, gonna continue onward. Well, I'm hoping my trail busting efforts are gonna be rewarded, because over there, you can't see it for the trees at the moment, but I'm seeing some bluffage in the sun. So, I'll meander over there and see what I can come up with and figure a way up top. That'll be nice, really nice, because it's facing west and should be able to see something of a sunset. Maybe not as dramatic as Indian Point. That's pretty good. But yeah, let's go find out what we can find out. It's gonna be a fun climb up. Not looking forward to that. Alright. A lot closer to it, I should say, not just a little bit, but a lot closer. Got a slope there on my left. Continues on for a good distance. There is another set of falls here at Burden Falls. Doesn't have the name relation whatsoever, but probably fairly close to it. I think it's been traveling northeast, more so east of me right now. But yeah. I've got blue sky up there. Hopefully there's going to be a couple of nice trees to tie onto, straps wise, you know, not actually tying, but yeah. Let's go have some fun and go climb this hill. There we go. Yeah. Step in. Pretty. Alright, I gotta get a photo. Let's get us a little serenity shot. How about that? this reminds me of, Dad Burney East Range. Yeah, while I was in the service, carrying mortars. It was lovely and fun stuff. Yep, this is just like those climbs. A lot of dead twigs. Not much of a view. I'll be lucky if I still have my orange vest to hide my pack. Yeah, that's a death trap waiting to happen right there. Whew. Don't get caught up in that. Alright, I'm heading in this direction. According to my map, there's a sharp drop in elevation in this direction, so hopefully that'll be some bluffage. Oh, when I double checked it, I was certainly traveling north, not north but northeast, certainly north. So that'll work. Anyways, plenty of daylight still, and still on the hunt for a good little camping spot. About busting through wilderness. Well, found a place to drop my ruck and take a few minutes as a rest break, and happened to look in the leaves and saw this. I can't recall when Gatorade had glass bottles, but it's been here a while. Yeah, Gatorade Thirst Quencher. I guess that's the label that's wrapped up inside it. But no telling how many years this thing's been sitting out here. Things you find, you know, you think you got a civilization all left behind, and you're not so far away. Okay, oh, you know what? That wasn't a label. That was a letter. Anyhow, it was to Stacy, and from Dan, but from what I can take of it, there are some notes about Spanish class and using a beeper, and Dan's teacher making a complete ass of himself. Oh well. But yeah, note all the way out here from years ago. Pretty wild. It's in bad shape, really deteriorated. But anyways, I'll see what I can piece together here. There's a whole section of it that certainly is way gone. It was either dust in the wind or whatever, but yeah, this guy Dan, he was just writing a regular letter to Stacy. Apparently she wrote some things about him in Spanish. Something about she can't come over tomorrow. And of course there's that section that's missing, and something about a gravel pit. I wouldn't be so scared. Like I'm in a gravel pit. Lady got burned, you know. When I get back, you better tell me if Jake, Randy, or Sean did anything to you that you don't like. KK, if they something even breathe or you wrong, I'm going to burn him alive in his own car. Nice. Friendly little threat there. So, and then he goes into teacher's making an ass of himself and he's got to go. So apparently the teacher caught him writing the note. Oh well. I'll put this back in the bottle and set it back where it was for the rest of time, I guess. Well, sad to say, dropped truck and went walking more along this ridge line here, and there's no real open area. So got to looking at my map, and about another 3/4 mile away there's a potential ridge line facing east, southeast, and we'll give that a shot. So keep my ruck on and do some more hiking. Not looking forward to climbing another ridge, but do what you gotta do, right? It's all in having fun. So yeah. So far for Burden Falls, the wilderness area, the early access point areas are the most scenic. Everything else, though, is very woodland. Not as very many scenic points to be seen, or at least I've come across as of yet. I'm sure there's some that are hidden jewels. You just gotta have the right map and know the right location. So, but as of this trip, I don't know those locations thoroughly. But I'm gonna learn. Yay, I'm going down the hill I climbed. Well, the creek will be at the base. The Burden Falls. There's another one that merges into it. And that's the one I'm hoping to either find a spot either below or above it. One thing got to be really careful about out here is there are stones underneath all these leaves. Some of them are loose. You certainly don't want to twist an ankle out here, especially this far into the wilderness. All right. Sweet. Climb that. Yay. Or take it at an angle. Walk that way. Stay on this elevation. Yeah. I can do a little bit longer, same elevation walk versus climbing steep elevation. Wow. It's really quiet. Really quiet. Okay. Well, you remember me talking about hidden gems, possibly? Yeah. This creek on this downward slope, I bet it would be really nice in heavy rainfall. Really nice. Oh, most certainly. That water would talk. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the trail would be nice. Instead of this. Yeah, looky. Yeah. Very brittle. Already got some though. Alright. I don't want to drop 3 feet. Let's find... that might be the easiest one right there. Too wide. There we go. Hit it. Not so bad. I see that. Over here. There we go. Oh yeah. Not bad at all. Something's come through here before. Alright, let's see if I can make it. Crawdad towers. Yeah. Oh man, there's another one. Sassafras. Map just indicated 2 creeks, not 3. Alright. Okay. I see rock face. Now, decision to go above it or stay below it. Huh. Well, let's go up. Alright. I say some battery. I do have my refuel attached, but I did use it yesterday during the festivities and didn't recharge it last night, so I got about half battery remaining on it. So I could serve some battery. I'm about a quarter mile from my destination, but en route, been seeing a lot of mushrooms, different varieties. I'm not hip on my mushrooms, so I hadn't picked any, and asked for a name of some of them. Get off my camera, bud. Sorry. Anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna continue on and not pick any mushrooms because I don't need to be doing any hallucinating tonight. No. That way. Well, I've been traipsing around most of the afternoon. The sun's getting close to setting here, but I think I found a very good spot. The wind's coming from that direction. I can set my straps between those two trees, set my tarp up, help block the wind. There's a lot of stone right here as well to make a pit. And we'll clear the leaves out, of course. But yeah, I think I found home for the night. I'm ready to get this pack off anyhow. And I see a dead standing tree over there that's about the right size to cut. Yeah, home. Where's that home set up? Well, I just got to get my sleeping bag in there. But yeah. Good thing I got lots of not bungee cord, but 550 cord. Get that slope down so the wind will be deflected. And I got my fire pit ready. Get ready to start the fire. Got all my small kindling there, and then larger, of course. But this one here, I didn't have a really good tree for this corner, so I strung a line up between those two trees and then tied on from the corner here over to the line with a taut line knot, and it worked great. So, alright. Yeah, my cell phone is being a power hog today. And it's currently dead and charging with a power pack. So I'll crest the hill here after a while and send out a text message. Had 2 bars of service earlier, but not now. But anyways, I'm gonna get my fire rolling here, and got a steak to cook, potato, sweet potato, and that'll be dinner. Other than that, it's going to be chilling and enjoying the evening. So, we'll get this fire rolling here momentarily. Use part of an old shoe shine cloth here. As my initial fire starter. So I can just get past, screw it, and just let it lay there. And bright light. Didn't need to clump it on there like that. she goes. Off I shall be going. Worked pretty good. Save my birch bark. Certainly knee-high flames for sure. Start feeling good too. Alright. Well, let some coals start building up and I'll be able to cook a steak here in a little while. Till then, I'll set camp up a little bit more. Yeah. Not quite a full moon yet. But the sky is crystal clear. I'll be quiet for a moment. There's an owl. He's a hooting every so often. Fire's feeling good. chilling and shellacking, whatever you want to call it. So, just enjoying the sounds. Sounds of the fire, sounds of the owls. That's about it. Okay. Well, the coffee's done. Getting ready to start drinking that. It's down to 41 degrees. So, it's getting cool. Sweet potatoes taking a little while. I got that sitting right in the coals. Got to rotate it here in just a moment. But, yeah, here in a little bit after I get all this eaten, I'll probably crawl up in the sack there and play some solitaire for a little bit since my cell phone's recharged. Guilty. Yeah. I'm not like the guy that plays Deadpool, you know. I can at least put it away. But, anyhow, haven't heard the owl. He's gone quiet. Heard some dogs in the very distance, you know, and but no, it's been real quiet, other than some nuts falling out of the trees, and that's about that. But anyhow, I will probably call this an evening for the video, and I'll pick up in the morning. Nice and cold. I'm sure of that. So, good night, guys. Good morning. It's 10 to 7, thereabouts almost. Anyway, man, it was a very still night last night. Especially once the moon had passed over. Wasn't any wind, no nothing. And then, of course, yeah, sun's starting to peak up. And the wind starts to move around, and then more of the nuts are falling out of the trees. But I haven't heard any wildlife. Take that back. I hear a squirrel. But anywho, I'll get up and fix my oatmeal. Put some peaches in it. Sounds good. But, yeah. She's cresting and always looking pretty. Okay, take two. Hey, getting all situated here. Got a small fire to sit next to. Get ready to get my oatmeal poured. Or water poured for my oatmeal. First batch of it anyways. And I'm gonna add some peaches. I mentioned that I had some peaches earlier. Tasty stuff. mixed in here. Got 2 packs. I'm not going to mix them together right yet of oatmeal. So I'm doing a half and half. Or splitting, I should say, the peaches. Yeah. Got a pretty sunrise over here. Got down to 35 last night. So close to freezing, not quite. But after I eat this and get my coffee in me, I'll get the fire out and put everything away and head out. I think I'll grab 1 or 2 of the potential walking staves. I won't get all of them. That'd be greedy. And then go see if I can find another location to look at. Might head over to Bell Smith Springs. That's nearby. And I'll walk around there a bit. Yeah. We're going to do a camp out here in a few weeks with the scout troop. We'll be taking them to Jackson Falls, Millstone Lake area. You know, they've been, when the guys saw the pictures and the video of that little alcove, they were like, "Ooh, we want to go there." So there we will go. That's the whole purpose, I guess, me starting doing all this. Just find different locales for the guys to go to, experience the outdoors. Not your traditional campsite areas. Kind of bushcrafting it. Not 100% bushcrafting, but you know, with a modern twist. Haven't had anybody wanting to use a wool blanket, you know, for freezing temperatures night. There you go. If they want to go to some of the places I've been to, cool. That's why I started doing this. Anyhow. Oh man, it's pretty. Oh well, I'll cut the video here and pick up with you guys here in a little bit. Alright, well, fire is put out. Camp is back on my back. And heading in that direction. So, you gotta go down this hill and follow the contour on the other side, and then that that should link up to one of the trails there at Burden Falls to go see the falls. Now, once I get on that, right to the car. But it's a little bit of a walk from here, so not that big of a deal though. Alright, off we go. Okay, made it down that slope. I felt like Tim Conway's 90-year-old man, taking little tiny steps. There's all kinds of rocks. There's ankle twisters and whatnot there. So, anyways, making my way over to the other side. It's pretty how the light just comes through the trees. Love it. Absolutely love it. My eyes might be playing tricks on me, but it looks like a foot depression there. And leading onward that way with the disturbed leaves. Huh. Somebody must have been out here mushroom hunting. Oh well. Been making it up the hill. I figured I didn't want to walk around the whole point. Yeah, kind of like a little peninsula. Goes on for a good distance. So, decided to expend the energy and climb the hill. And shorten it up a little bit. I think that was probably the right move. Anyhow, onward we go. Well, still making my way to the car. Came through all of that, and I still got to go through all of that. So, I wanted wilderness. I got wilderness. It's a good thing I brought 2 Nalgene's of water, because this one's almost empty and the other one is empty. But I have a Gatorade in the car and a sweet tea for lunch. So, I may not make it to Bellsmith Springs. I do know that there's an awful lot to explore there. Camping isn't allowed unless you camp in the commercial camping area. So, don't plan on doing that. That'll probably be a day visit. So, continuing on. Okay. Been busting through and finally came across a trail. Hadn't seen one of these since yesterday. Yeah, the parking lot can't be far now. No, because right over there is the falls proper. Somebody's trash. More trash. Oh. I'm glad I get this backpack off of me. There's the parking lot. So yesterday I started at the falls and went to the right, circumvented canyon and area and came out the left side of the falls. And look, my car's the only car here. That's a sight for sore eyes. Alrighty. Well, okay, made it back to the car, obviously, but took a look at some of my stats, and it was averaging about 2.7 miles an hour. Trek out was about 1.5 miles out, but yeah, one of the grades I took was 21% grade. I felt that. But yeah, had about a 200-foot altitude gain. So it was short but steep. But no, it's all kinds of mushrooms back in there. I took a lot of photos. One place on the way out, there was like 3 groves of mushrooms. So I guess I ought to learn something about mushrooms. But no, rather not hallucinate, you know. But what I'm going to do now is, other than rest up a little bit more and drink some more Gatorade, I'll head over and grab 2 of those potential walking staves and begin my way on out, head back home. About 11 o'clock right now, and told the family I'd be home about close to a little after. So it gives me about 2 hours of doink here. I already get back. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, I had a pretty successful trip in getting some staves. Some of the ones that I thought were candidates or good candidates, well, they were a little too far gone with the roots. But this one here is going to make a nice little thumb notch stave, a little Y staff. Yeah, clean up the bottom there. But yeah, she ought to turn out to be pretty. She got some nice core color there. I like working with cedars. Another one which I thought was, she's light, but she's stout. No bend to her. She's got some color right there, not too far underneath the grain. But I like the particular shape that had come out of the rotted wood. So that's got some potential. And then lastly, I found this one on the way out. I know it looks uglier than sin right there, right? But inside there's a red core for the cedar. So once I get that ugliness peeled away, I'll expose the real beauty underneath it. She is a stout one. Stout. Still got some dirt on her. But I'll trim the length up a little bit. It's a little too tall, but somebody will get an enjoyment out of that, having that at some point in time. Hopefully. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you like what you saw, I'll do my same shameless plug here. You know, give me a like. If you want some more content, hit that alerts button and subscribe. That'd be always cool. So, anyways, till next time.